the one and only Shavone Otero, everybody.
Yay! And
Arts and cultural contributor to LocalIQ magazine.
Yeah, so you guys see the pretty balloons go up.
Oh my gosh, it's like the best way to start the day in Albuquerque.
We're so lucky. We get people from all over. I had this friend, she said, it's funny to see some of these tourists go around to the Breaking Bad sites.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like an octopus car wash or, that, whatever that
they're out taking
dog
pictures.
house.
Yeah,
it's like,
I went
that's
by
Albuquerque.
the octopus the other day and I saw some people out taking photos.
Yeah, then I put it together, it's the Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I was hoping to have my guest today, but instead I'll just talk about him and his art. His name is Chris Clavio, and I met him at the UNM Arts Lab where we both currently work.
Oh.
And when I first met him, we were standing under the digital dome, and he was wearing these bunny ears and asked me if I wanted to see my brainwaves. So I put on...
What a line.
Yeah, right? What a pickup line.
What a line. We'll have to try that. That's good.
It was really, really
baby,
cool. So I put on the bunny ears, which apparently were the brainwave measuring device. And I told him he was smarter than the average bear. And we were looking at our brainwaves, and I thought it was really cool that he created this immersive experience to visually look at data, which is what he does as an electronic artist and an entrepreneur. And he's pursuing his degree at UNM in Fine Arts and continues to go on to grad school at MIT Media Lab.
Wow.
And he's shown his artwork across the nation, most recently at the John Summers Gallery at UNM. I saw some of those installations going up. These people are really brainy and creative,
Very
so
talented.
their artwork is just phenomenal because it's pretty lights and electric and kind of like science. So and he's highly sought after in the Albuquerque performance scene because the visual art is just really kind of popping off here in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
And he owns his own business called Clavio Unlimited, so if you want to get in touch with that, he has a website that shows off all his cool visual art. And I saw him recently at Sister Bar. There was a show going on called Bass Therapy. And what had happened before is, you remember Jane DePayne?
Yes.
So she's from Boulder, and she had this installation that unfortunately got damaged with the flooding.
Oh no.
So we were two days out from a show, and Chris had this idea, and he did some math crunching and equations, and we have these architects and welding friends, and they just created this installation in 24 hours.
Wow.
Hung it up at Sister, and we had this amazing performance show, and we even had some of the other guests. Remember Cloudface, the live artist? So it was just this whole morning brew guest party at Sister Bar.
Cool.
We have some photos of Chris's art, and we can kind of dance through those and have a look.
That's him. He's
That's
super
why I said
awesome,
dancing,
right?
Yeah.
Now he's wearing a light suit here. Is this part of his art?
He loves LED lights, and he knows how to tweak everything into, things you wouldn't even imagine doing with LED lights, like a suit. And this looks like some
I like that.
photo. I don't really... But it's pretty cool. I wish he could talk about it behind, the intent behind these photos.
I have no idea what that is.
I'll have to talk about
A lot of heads up in the air.
Yeah. So this next one, I think, is the one after this, is this project that he's working on called Facebook Mosaic. And what he's doing is showing how his projects integrate these immersive and interactive environments to stimulate the senses. So he says it's in hopes of creating a brighter future for us all. And it's really fun. So
I'm told these are works in progress right here.
yeah, he has a bunch of them
that.
hanging up in his office right now, and I'm excited to see what he intends to do with all of them together.
Yeah.
It looks really cool.
This looks like a blurred, it looked like a kind of a blurred face.
Yeah, I wish I could explain what he intended with that, but I'll have to talk to him. But he essentially he was pulling data somehow to kind of reflect this artwork, so something with math, I assume.
I'm curious, did you see your brainwaves?
Yeah, they were...
What What they look
They
like?
were wavy, and
Yeah. Good.
I was like, yeah, those are some good brainwaves. You know,
Yeah.
very
Is that what he said?
active. Yeah. So,
Nice.
do you guys know of any art this weekend?
I don't know. They might have some art over at the open. What is it? The open space event this weekend.
Yeah,
Oh
they
yeah, yeah. There's at Art Bar was on the 26th. It's a couple weeks away, but then you'll have time to think about your Halloween costumes. The local
goodness.
IQ is having a Halloween party at
they
Art
are?
Bar on the 26th.
Oh, really?
So you guys will
Nice.
have to show up. I don't remember exactly what time, sometime in the evening. But what are you guys going to be for Halloween?
Well, we've had a few ideas around here, but nothing firmed up yet.
Yeah.
How about you?
I was thinking about being a unicorn for Halloween.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how that would work, but I saw some pretty cool ideas, so something mystical.
I think when I go trick or treating with my nieces, I'm going to be Wonder Woman because they're all doing the superhero theme.
Oh,
Oh, I
there
could
you go.
totally
So I think
see
I'm
as
gonna do
Wonder
that.
Woman.
But
You
I
could
think-
pull that off.
I think on the show we're going to have a kind of a theme as
Ooh.
well.
Yeah.
I'll have to tune in.
Yeah, it's sort of a surprise thing, but we're working on it.
Yeah. I really like dressing up for Dia de los Muertos.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
you know, I paint my face every year, and we go out, and it's really, really
There's a
fun.
big parade in the valley or something.
Yeah,
isn't there?
yeah, we go every year, and there's a lot of, you know, nonprofits and art organizations and community people coming out on the parade, and everybody's paints their face and dresses up and throws marigolds around, and it's really
Nice.
cool. Yeah.
So did the local IQ, the new one, come out today?
It comes out
Does it come out tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I
today.
think.
No.
Tomorrow?
Is
Is it
today
today?
Wednesday?
Today's
Yeah.
Wednesday.
You'll probably see it tomorrow.
Okay.
But technically, it should hit press today.
I've
Nice.
had the question, Shavone, how do people contact you if they're an artist or some sort of performance
good
person?
question.
This is something that you do. You're always looking for new people, right?
I'm always going out doing my homework. So I would say you could email me at Shavone at LocalIQ -ed. You know, which is actually the best one to use is my Gmail account, because I check that one more frequently. That's ShavoneOtero@gmail.com.
Okay.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, it's my
That's
first
probably
and
your
last
first.
name.
Spell your first name for everybody.
ShavoneOtero@gmail.com.
And you know, this is what's hard for artists or performance people to market themselves.
Getting
Right.
that exposure
And
in the
so,
community.
you know, we've had any number of artists on this show who have seen reaction to, you know, showing their work or their
Yeah.
talent here on this program. So
Yeah.
if you're an artist that needs to get noticed, talk to Shavone. She'll hook you up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my
she's-
pleasure.
Yeah. And, you know, there's a vetting process. You got to see it and
Yeah.
appreciate it. But
Yeah.
if you have an interesting story, this is a great venue to do it.
Totally. And I like, you know, checking out artists that you wouldn't expect to normally be covered, you know, in these big events or museums, kind of people that are doing their own thing. And, you know, I do my detective work and find the underground people, and they're really doing amazing kind of
Unique.
transdisciplinary, unique art, like Chris, you know.
And do you know if Chris will have any upcoming shows?
He has, I think tomorrow's the last day that he's going to have his exhibition at John Summers Gallery at UNM.
Okay.
But, you know, he's also really highly sought after in the Albuquerque performance scene, as I was mentioning. And so he could be the visual artist behind some of the stuff that you know, if you go out to shows and there's pretty lights and visual art,
Yeah.
most likely it's him at Sister Bar doing that.
Sister Bars actually has a lot of these
Yes.
electronic art events.
Yeah.
Very
It's good that they have all those beams that we can drill into at the top and, you know, make all that.
About a
Art
minute
happen.
left, Shavone. What's the next project for you in LocalIQ?
Well, I'm doing this feature story about New Mexico ghost stories.
Ooh.
Oh, good.
So I'm gonna have to go. I wanted to cover some of the new venues that have recently opened, Sister being one of them, that apparently have some spooky stories. So
Oh, fun.
look for that in the next issue, so in 2 weeks, and I'll be doing some more art research until then. Probably Dia de los Muertos cover.
Nice.
That'll be fun.
So yeah.